Get ready with me to go on a getaway that never was. I would explain later in the video. I traveled many states away from my state of residence for an activity. This was supposed to be a getaway for me because this would be the first time I'll leave my baby. Since I gave birth to him, I left him for like 5 days and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to rest. But it never got to be because of many witchcraft activities. This was, when we arrived, I thought it was so disappointing. I can't even lie because you know how you enter a hotel and you're like, oh, this is so beautiful, ambience, 100%, but every other thing was crappy. Right from customer service, the vibe we got was, we don't want you guys here. The customer service was the crappiest I've ever seen. The room was crappy. When I mean crappy, I can tolerate things a lot, but this, it was crazy. I did a little room tour to send home to tell everyone, yeah, this is where I'll be at for the next 5 days. There were many reasons why this trip turned out to be a disappointment to me. Yes, there were some good parts, but like what I was expecting just did not get to play out. But the hotel had a beautiful ambience. But let me tell you guys what happened to me. So, as I got to the hotel, of course, exhausted, long trip, everybody's tired, sweating and everything. I wanted to take a shower and there was no water. Ah, in a three-star bikini star hotel, there was no water in this hotel. I had to call reception. I'm like, what's going on? And they said, oh, we're sorry, we have issues with the water supply, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so waiting, I go use bath. I couldn't even say change my room because it was a general complaint. So waiting, I go use bath. And they told me that they are going to bring me a bucket. And the kettle, I thought kettles are supposed to be like hotel's mainstay. Like every room is supposed to have a kettle in case your guest wants to drink tea or something. Anyway, I bring bucket, make a shower bath. I mean, do you know that I'm okay, I'm waiting for you guys. We're coming up in a minute, blah, blah, blah. And I laid down. Ladies and gentlemen, I woke up the next morning without taking a shower the previous night. I was like, hey, a whole skincare babe. You sleep, you did not bath. You sweat, you did everything. You wore sunscreen, you did not bath. I was just imagining the acne that I was going to have in a few days. Ladies and gentlemen, I quickly called customer service. People want to spoil my life. People want to spoil my skin. People want to spoil my hustle. What's going on here? And they apologized. I said, we are coming right up with a bucket. Bro. Anywho's, the sharp brought me the bucket. The sharp brought me the kettle. I boil water and I bath. This was the longest time that I have spent washing my face since I started doing skincare. I was just so irritated. I was just so disgusted. Imagining all the grime I had on my face and I went to bed with it. To me, sleeping with sunscreen on is as good as sleeping with makeup on. I know it's not exactly the same thing, but that is just the way I feel about it. Anywho's, I washed my face for like the 5 minutes, although I was really, really gentle, but I just felt like I needed to go deep. I just took a lot of time massaging. I did my skincare. While waiting for my skincare to, of course, we know that before you wear sunscreen, you have to allow your skincare products to dry. So I did some work. I had clients I was attending to, and I'm going to say this right here. What made this journey a bit stressful for me, not a bit, it was really stressful, was the fact that the activity I went for was really, really stressful. I mean, there were days I went out like this and came back like this. Aside the fact that, okay, I had clients to attend to, I had people who were waiting on me for their calendars. I just started putting structure to my brand. I was trying to create Google Forms. I was trying to put things together, have a background. This was the first time I was making calendars for clients. So like I was trying to build everything from scratch. So it was really, really exhausting on me. So aside the activities of the day, which was already exhausting, I mean, this was just coming back. Sometimes you'll come back 5, 6 p.m., sometimes 7, 8 p.m. because you're trying to finish up the assignment you were given. It was just exhausting. And this was a getaway. I was supposed to rest. I was supposed to have some time to sleep, because of course back home I wasn't resting so well. I still couldn't sleep because postpartum had messed up my circadian rhythm. I couldn't sleep past 4 hours. Like once it's 4 hours, is awake. So I was using that time to work on my clients' calendars. But that was the major reason I didn't get to have the rest I desired, including the fact that the hotel service was crappy. And although we later got to find out that other people had not been paid, they were owed salaries and stuff. So of course no joy and all that, but man, it was crappy. The room was crappy. Forget this ambience. I'm telling you, there was a time that literally water was coming out from the ground of the room. I complained. You know how you complain to a hotel and they're like, oh, really? Literally every day I'm at the reception, I'm like, you guys need to fix your plumbing. You need to call a plumber. And they're like, really? Every single time. I know some people just use me catch because they knew what was going on in that room. Like, I bet make a call, they do the go out. Let me know what my problem is. And so, yes, my skincare had dried down. So I wore my sunscreen and I did an outfit check, skin glowing, dress beautiful, fine girl normally as per the normal standard. Did a little preening in front of the mirror, and then I stepped out for the activity of the day. Went for breakfast. Throughout my trip, I stayed 5 days in this hotel, and I was almost always missing my way to the restaurant. When I tell you this hotel has beautiful ambience, but every other thing was crappy, I mean it. I was like, yeah, beautiful buffet, everything nice. And then I got food and the food was crappy. See, I'm not one to complain. People that know me knows that I can't tolerate a lot. So for me to complain, you know that I've had it to my throat. This food was crappy. It was beautiful, oh, but man, it was crappy. The major foods I enjoyed in this place was their swallow. I think they did a good job with their swallow. They had afang. I say, me, I can never eat afang in a state that is not my state. I can never try it. Or in the one I cooked, I'll go to Abuja and eat afang. As how now? Is it not madness? So I used to stick to draw, general things that can be cooked, melon, stuff like that. So I had breakfast and I left for the activity of the day. I came back, of course. I did my nighttime routine and started working on projects. This was the first time I'll be on a trip and I'll be like, I can't wait to go home. This was the absolute first time. Maybe because I also had the baby waiting for me. I don't know. So 5 days was up and back to where I came from, and I got home. Ladies and gentlemen, my baby did not recognize me. Yep. Let me born you. I carry you for this belly for 9 months. What are you doing here? What's going on here? This little nigga did not recognize me. I had to sing and do everything. I think it's also because I changed my frame. But eventually he did, and I'm like, oh, thank God. Oh, I thought I would need to bring out pregnancy pictures to show you that I'm your mother, you know. But that was it. It was a good trip, depending on how I want to look at it. Well, for the knowledge gained, yes, I would say it was a good trip in that aspect, but every other thing, crappy. But of course, I'm in Nigeria, so we always thank God for journey mercies because anything could easily go wrong. Do you like this content? Let me know if you would like me to do. I don't travel a lot, but if you would like me to do more vlog-like content, I would like to hear that. If you enjoyed this content, let me know. If you've not yet followed me, please click on the follow button and subscribe to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. Thank you and see you on the next one. Hopefully, the next trip will be better.